How's it going, everyone? You're here with the Michael Lewis Marketing Suite, and for this tutorial we're going to be going over advanced editing skills. So for this one we're going to go up to Postcards and go to Jumbo. Within the Jumbo tab there's multiple sub-tabs, and one tab that's the same under every marketing material is the Design My Own, and that's the one we're going to be going with. Start you off with a blank canvas. You can add in your own text boxes and image boxes. We're going to change it to a handout. That way we can hit edit selected template, and it gives us the option to continue with a one-sided piece rather than a mail out where it requires two sides. Alright, so we are now in the editing portion of this design your own postcard. So what I'm going to be showing you is how to add in text, how to add in images, all the functions and features for both, and how you can use them to create your own look and feel. We're going to be starting off with text. So I'm going to click Add Text. You'll notice when I do, everything here changes to functions and features for editing text. If you ever need to get back to add in another text box, you can just click Apply, and it brings you back. And if you need to get back to those functions and features, you can just click on the text box and you're back. So with this, I'm going to show you all the basic and advanced features for this. So obviously we have changing your font, changing your font size, font color, and then of course bold, italic, and underlined. And then you have left, center, right, and justified as far as alignments. Now, what we can show you is character spacing. You'll notice when I increase character spacing, please add text, will separate. And if I increase this text box, I can keep going. So this is good for filling out a specific area without having to make the font too large. What I'll also show you is if I copy please add text, and create a few lines, hit commit changes anytime you want to save any text that you've changed. Now we have multiple lines. So if I drop this down and click up arrow under font line spacing, you'll notice the lines start to space out from each other. Again, another good way to fill out an area of a postcard or a flyer or anything like that without having to make the font too large. From here you can rotate. You have 15 degrees, 45, 90, and 180. Flip it upside down. And of course, if none of those degrees work for you, you can just go ahead and angle it whichever way you want by clicking on this green button. If you go to put it back, you want it level, you can't seem to quite get it, you can always just go back in here, go to 0 degrees, and it's level. X and Y coordinates. So the X and Y coordinates, this is like a grid, but 0, 0 is at the top left. And it's based off of the top left corner of either text boxes or image boxes. So I put it close to the corner, it's at 6x and 9y. So I can bring this down to 0, bring this down to 0, and now it's perfectly in the corner. If I were to slide it just along the top, which is the x-axis, x increases, y stays close to 0, and vice versa. If I bring it down here, x is close to 0, and y is increased. So we'll go ahead and put it right there. And then with any text box, you can delete it, cancel, which is a one-time undo button, and then apply, which takes you back to these. There also is layering. Now with layering, let me go ahead and add in an image box to show you how this works. So you'll notice the text box is behind the image, so you can't read whatever it says behind here. So what you would do for that is you click on the text box, and you have bring to front, which is all the way to the front, send to the back, and then bring forward and send backwards. So the difference between these is if you have multiple layers, let's say you have 15 text boxes and 15 image boxes. It's a lot, but bring to the front will bring it to the front of every single layer, and vice versa. Send to the back will send it to the very back layer. whereas bring forward and send backwards is one layer at a time. So for this, there's only two layers, one text box and one image box. So I can just click the bring forward once, and now the text box is over the image. And vice versa, I can click send backwards, and it'll send it behind it. All right, so let me go ahead and show you images. Slide this aside. So with images, you'll see when I click this text box and this image box, and it goes between the features and functions for each. So with images, you can click upload to put in your photo, click browse. We'll go ahead and grab the backyard photo and click choose. And it's going to display your photo right here. Now you'll notice that my cursor goes from a cursor to a crosshair when I drag it over this photo. Reason for this is that is your cropping tool. I always recommend cropping every photo. It tells you how to do it up here. I'm also going to show you as well. And I'm going to show you how to fix it by clicking insert image without cropping. You'll see the image box is a lot longer than this is. So it's not going to input your photo exactly how you want it. Again, if I were to go like this, it has an empty space down here. So what you want to do, let's say you want it to be nice and long, we have all this space. So if you click upload, it'll bring you back to your photo. We're going to take that crosshair, click on one side, hold it and drag across, and it displays your image on the right side as far as what it's going to look like. So you can then grab this box and slide it up. Now we got the whole house in there. Click insert image again, and now it fills out that image box. So uploading is fairly easy. Cropping takes a little time to get used to and getting it right. We have image box width and height. So this is 266 long by 116 tall. If I adjust it this way, now it's 208 and 150. And you can of course just increase a little bit at a time by clicking the arrow on either one of these. Just like your text box, it does rotate at any of these degrees, or again, you can grab this green dot and rotate it any which way you'd like. Again, put it back to 0. There's layering, same as with text. You can layer text over photos, or you can layer a photo over another photo. Then you have the X and Y coordinates, again, same as the text box. If I put it up towards this top corner, 0, 0. And then there's also delete, cancel, and apply. So now what I'm going to do is show you how to use these features and functions to create your own layout. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this image and delete this text box, or back to a blank slate. I'm going to add in two images. Clicked it twice, so you'll see when I move this one, there's another one behind it. Now what I'm going to do is show you how to create a border. So we'll go ahead and upload this photo with the staircase. Click choose. And of course, like I said, always crop. So crop it out here, insert. For this one, I'm going to upload, browse, color. We'll say we want it to have a gray border. So we'll click that one and choose it. Yeah, you can crop it out, insert. So now we have two different images. Now what we're going to do is take this one and put it on top. Right now you can't see the image behind it. So slide it up, grab this one, and you'll notice the staircase image, 200 by 100. This one also 200 by 100. That's how all image boxes will come in. So what we're going to do is increase this by 6. And if you notice, the right side came out a little bit. And then alternatively, you can highlight the number and put in 106. And when I hit enter, you'll see the bottom of the image drop down. So now it's filled out a little more. So now if we take this, it covers the photo completely, drop it behind. Now only the right side sticking out. What you'll need to do is click upload, recrop, click insert, and it fills it out. So now we want to get this lined up. And I'll go ahead and zoom in to make it more visible for you. So we've got this image box behind the staircase. So we're going to go ahead and use the X and Y coordinates to adjust its position ever so slightly. As you remember, X and Y is based off of the top left. So we want to bring this text box over to the left, towards 0, so we'll drop this number down. And then we want it to go up a little bit. Up is also towards 0 on the Y, so unfortunately it's a little confusing, but you have to hit the down arrow to bring the image box up. Alright, so now you see this has a nice gray border. You can do this with your headshot or any photo that you have. What I'll show you now is how to do the same thing but on a larger scale. So I'll take this image box, place it up towards 0, 0, almost, and we're going to stretch this out all the way across. And again, you'll see it's still the same dimensions as the last time we cropped it. So we'll have to click upload. You don't even have to adjust it. You can just click insert image again, and now it fills it out. So for this, if you want half the postcard to be gray as far as the background, you now have that. We can take this photo, put it up here, increase it the size of it by dragging out a corner, click upload. You can now change it because the size has changed, insert image, and you have your photo there. What we can also do is go ahead and click apply, add in another image, stretch this out, upload, browse, add in a new color. We'll go with red, crop it out, insert. Now we have a red bottom, so we can drop it down here, and gray, white, and red for the background. So now at this point you can keep going. You can add in an image box, put another image up here if you'd like. Click upload. We'll put in the backyard photo that we had before. Again, crop always, insert the image. So you have two images there with gray background. You can then add in some text, put it down here. If you need to edit the text, double click it, and it brings up the text editor, or click the text box once, hit the space bar, come in here, property address, and then hit commit changes. Now I have the property address here that we can change the font of. Increase the size of it. We'll go big on this one, 45. And you'll see here that the text isn't appearing. The reason is the text is too large to fit in this text box. So we can increase the size of it, and now it shows up. So you have the property address here. If you want it to fill out the entire area like we did before, you can just increase the character spacing. And now it's covering up more of the area. Apply, add in another text box, put this one down here, stretch it out. You can say this one is for the property description. And what we'll do is we'll copy this and paste it a few times. Hit commit changes. Got our property description down here. Change the font to a light gray. Increase the size to 23. We want it to fill up the entire area as far as vertically. So again, line spacing. Increase that until it covers as much as you would like. As you can see, we're starting to get a design coming together. So of course you can do your own colors, own layout, but this is generally how you'd go about creating your own design, your own look and feel. Now with these, there's one other thing I'll show you. The X and Y coordinates come in handy if you're trying to line up images. So if you wanted this one to be placed here, and you're not quite sure if this one's lined up vertically with the photo next to it, click on this one, go to the X and Y coordinates for this one. Since it's vertical, we want to line up the top here. That has to do with the Y. So we'll go to the Y coordinates 12. Click on this one, it's 14. So all we have to do is drop it down to And now we know for a fact these two images are lined up. And the same applies if it's vertical. So if we want these two photos to be lined up, gotta get these texts out of the way, I keep clicking on them. If we want these two to be lined up, we'll click on this one, slide it over just to make sure it's off a little bit. The X is 252. We click on this photo, X is 240. So for this, we can even just highlight it, put in 252, hit enter, and now these photos are perfectly lined up vertically. So other than that, I mean, you can just play around with it, create your own designs. Some you might not like, you can just delete them, start over. Some you may love, and then you can use that piece over and over. Once you've done everything that you've wanted to and your piece is completed, you can then go ahead and save your work. It'll give you a temporary saved work name with the date and time that you started creating the piece. Get rid of that. If it's a piece for a property, you can use the property address or anything else that you think might help remind you of what it is that you were creating. All right. Other than that, that's all the advanced tips. If you have any questions in regards to advanced editing, feel free to call our customer care number 310-606-2029.